Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mandy and I am the creator of Nersy. If it's your first time here, welcome. Make sure you hit the like and the subscribe button and join our free community that is down below in the description box for more tips, videos, tutorials, and just general chat about SEO with me and my Nersy crew. Okay, so today we're going to talk about main keywords. And a lot of people don't know what I mean when I say main keywords. It's kind of this phrase that I made up because while teaching my students, it was one of the easiest way to explain to them how to differentiate between different keywords. So we have different types of keywords, and one of the things that I like to explain to my students when they're going through one of my courses, when they're taking my SEO courses, is that each page should be set to where you want it to rank for one keyword. So a lot of times what I see when I go in to work on somebody's page as an SEO person is that a lot of these pages, they've tried to do SEO and they just put random keywords all over the page just to see what it would rank for. And that's the wrong approach to SEO. The right approach is saying, okay, what is this product? Let's say it is a water, like a metal water bottle, a reusable water bottle. And they have everything from tin water bottle to reusable to eco water bottle to, and name 10 other things. My suggestion at this point is to take one of those keywords that you want that product to rank for, the number one keyword you want that product to rank for. That's going to be your main keyword. That's going to be the keyword that goes in like your URL and your title. That's going to be the one thing that you want to really hone in on. And all of the rest of the keywords on that page are going to exist to support that main keyword. That's why you have more than one keyword. But those other keywords can't be other keywords that have nothing to do with that product or that target a totally different demographic. You want to make sure that they all are together and it's like this cohesive puzzle and that everything kind of interlocks together and it supports that main keyword. So main keywords are really, really important. So keyword stuffing is definitely something that you don't want to do even with your main keyword. And I see this mistake a lot too. A lot of times I see students, they will take their main keyword and they will just blast it all over their page. It will be in their description 50 times, thinking that the more it's in their description, the higher they're going to go in Google. And Google doesn't work like that. And actually, they can penalize you by not ranking you very high. So you may get shoved down in the search results because Google might think that you're just a spam website or that your page is a spam page. So having your keyword on there is important, but it's also important not to use it too many times. Use it in the most important places, but don't use it so many times to where it just looks unnatural. And that's really the key that Google's focusing on, like I explained in previous videos, that you want to make your writing look natural. So when we have our main keyword, having it in the right places is also important. And I have courses on this. It's not something I can really go into in just a small YouTube video because this really is a really long process. But having your keywords in the right spots is also what's going to make a difference when we're talking about your web page, especially when we're talking about e-commerce. Because the thing is when you're using an e-commerce page versus like a blog or an article, you're not going to be writing nearly as much. When we're writing an article or a blog post, we can just write until our fingers fall off. Google loves content. And that's kind of one of the main things that you really get to experience with Google. Google just loves content, especially in 2021, I've noticed, it's huge. Blog posts are so easy to rank right now because it's all content. But when we're talking about an e-commerce page, when we're talking about an actual product page and you're wanting to sell an actual product, it can be harder to rank those pages right now because the content just isn't there. Sometimes it just doesn't look aesthetically pleasing to have that much content on it. And a lot of times nobody's going to be even reading that content. So what do we do with that? Well, it's still important to have a product description. not just for your SEO, but for your customers. You need to have some kind of product description. But it's also good for your SEO, and I like to call them mini blog posts. So we don't want to go into a huge, 1,500 word blog post on our product description, but we do want to have at least several hundred words to go in there and have, talk about your product, talk about how you made your product or how it was made. Talk about the things that distinguish that product, what it's used for, when it's used. Is it a holiday item? Who uses the product? Kind of use that who, what, when, where, why, how type of thing that we learned in school and write your description based off of that. It really does help you when you're looking at how to make a product description and the things to put in it, because a lot of times I've noticed that students can get really stumped when they start trying to figure out like, okay, what should I put in this? I have no idea what to write. Write all the things about your product. Write whether it comes in different colors or different sizes, or just the process that you made it. Is it made with specific materials that you can talk about? There's so many things you can go into when you're talking about a product description. So make sure that you kind of just sprinkle your main keyword throughout that product description. Don't go crazy. Google already knows what your product is about based on your title and your URL and your pictures. And it's really easy for Google now to kind of distinguish products from each other. They just need a little bit of guidance from you. So don't go overboard, but make sure that your main keyword is in the right places. And of course, make sure, as I've said in previous videos, that you're using the right keywords. Don't go guessing your keywords and just putting any keyword up at the top of your product description or putting what you think is a keyword on there, because you might find out that that's not how people are searching at all for that product, and it's just going to get lost in the search results and nobody's ever going to click on that actual listing, and you're going to wonder what you did wrong. And a lot of times it is just the keyword part that a lot of people are missing. They want to kind of skip a little bit on the keyword research and on the product research, and they go straight to just listing a product, when in actuality you have to know what people are searching to be able to give them the guidance on Google to get that page to them. Getting that page to them is really important, and you're going to do that through keyword search. Keyword search is really, really important, because a lot of times what people do, and this has been proven through research, when somebody is looking for a product, many, many times, they are going to go to Google and they're just going to type in a keyword phrase, not knowing it's a keyword phrase, and they're going to search for products that way. That's one of the main ways that people research new products. I did it when my coffee maker broke. I searched for my new coffee maker that I bought through Google. I knew exactly what kind of coffee maker I wanted, and I went straight to Google. I put that in the search, and then I started weeding out what I wanted and what I didn't want before I made my purchase. So using that type of logic, we need to go in and do our research on our keywords before we make our list of keywords, and then we can list our product. So just know that that's really important, and that's a step that you should not skip. I hope these tips were helpful for you. Make sure that you join our free community down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.